You name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's our time. Kill. Out on these two. 198.
Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it here. This is James White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And now it's 3rd down.
15. You got nothing. Switch.
Mahomes going to throw. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. You draw Corcoran. Get.
First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 3rd and long. It's Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
That's caught inside the 20, and he takes it. Down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Rudolph on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 15-yard line.
Yellow.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it second down and 12. On second and 12, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make them...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
This is Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster downs. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4. No, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Rudolph looking to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
60 outlaw.
First down, Pittsburgh.
First down, here's White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, D.
Mahomes now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get off the field. We played to win.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Race don't travel.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and it's 3rd down. Rudolph. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rudolph looking to throw, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Yellow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
The point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rudolph. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Back to throw, Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Going for it, it's Rudolph. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like,
and the Chiefs are going to get him.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Rudolph. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, Irvin. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on second and 14. Rudolph. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. They're going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now Rudolph. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 24, check 24. No. Off. General, West.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Urban on the carry, and the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
We got 4.
Hey, Orbit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph, he's going to float this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, first and goal at the 4-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run down here with Irvin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down and goal. Rudolph got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, you got three down.
On first and 10, Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with White. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defense